Hallo, schön, dass du hier bist. Ich bin Susanne. This video is for German learners at A2 level and the topic is adjective endings for male nouns in singular. I am going to explain in English. All my examples are in German and I've got homework for you as well to practice. Let's go. The first sentence. Der Sonnenuntergang ist romantisch. My adjective romantisch at the end of the sentence is not declined. Now let's have a look at nominative. Nominative means that Sonnenuntergang is now the subject of the sentence. Let's have a look at three sentences. One with a definite article, one with an indefinite article, one with no article. So what happens to my adjective endings? That's the focus of this video. Der romantische Sonnenuntergang verbindet unsere Herzen. Der romantische Sonnenuntergang. E ending adjective, okay? Let's have a look what happens when I use an indefinite article. Ein romantischer Sonnenuntergang verbindet unsere Herzen. Can you see now that the male is not reflected in the indefinite article, it is being reflected in the adjective ending, er. Is now in the adjective ending, but not in the indefinite article. Ein romantischer Sonnenuntergang. Now, one more example. No article. Romantischer Sonnenuntergang verbindet unsere Herzen. We usually don't talk like that in colloquial German when we just speak to people. When we use singular, we usually always use an article, but that could be maybe a headline in a newspaper. Romantischer, er ending, because Sonnenuntergang is male and it needs to reflect in the adjective ending. I've got an example for you, a homework for you if you will. And your sentence is der Baum ist hoch. Just like my example was der Sonnenuntergang ist romantisch. I have got some elements for you. Hoch, Baum, stehen im Garten. Create out of these elements 3 sentences. Basically, the high tree stands in the garden. One sentence with a definite article, the second sentence with an indefinite article, and the third sentence with no article. And this is all about nominative case. This video is an intuitive way of teaching so it is an intuitive way of learning. If that suits you, just have a look at my examples and copy the endings, really. I'm not a table person, so I'm not going to teach you endings with tables. In fact, I don't like tables. So let's go to the accusative case. Now the Sonnenuntergang is my direct object. Let's have a look at the first sentence with a definite article. Wir genießen den romantischen Sonnenuntergang. Now, wir is the subject and the romantic sunset is your direct object. And now der becomes den and the adjective ending is identical, en, en, en. Hopefully easy to remember. It's a good flow. Wir genießen den romantischen Sonnenuntergang for accusative. Let's have a look at the indefinite article. Wir genießen einen romantischen Sonnenuntergang. Again, it flows, en, en. What happens when we do not use an article? Wir genießen romantischen Sonnenuntergang. Again, we wouldn't talk like that because usually we do use an article when we speak, but it does exist, so I'm going to put it here as well. Wir genießen romantischen Sonnenuntergang. En. So the accusative case, pretty simple. En, 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 en. And here's a task for you that you can practice with. Here are the elements. Wir lieben Hochbaum im Garten. Write with these elements a sentence that makes sense and create 3 sentences. Think now accusative case. One sentence with a definite article, another sentence with an indefinite article, and one sentence with no article. I would suggest copy the endings from my examples here in the video. Let's go to dative already. Okay, so the dative case. Now Sonnenuntergang is in the dative case, and I tell you why and how you can see that. First example, wir schauen dem romantischen Sonnenuntergang zu. Why is it dative? Okay, zuschauen is your key. The key is you should know, or now you know, zuschauen is a dative verb, and that is why my romantic sunset is in dative. Der becomes dem in dative, and my adjective ending stays en. Wir schauen dem romantischen Sonnenuntergang zu. Let's have a look at the indefinite article, dative. Wir schauen einem romantischen Sonnenuntergang zu. The same, en. No article. Wir sitzen bei romantischem Sonnenuntergang am Strand. Now that I don't have an article with em, I have an em ending at my adjective ending. And here's a task for you. Wir sitzen unter Hochbaum im Garten. Create a sentence. Create, in fact, 3 sentences. Think dative. Create a sentence with a definite article, an indefinite article, and no article. And copy my endings there. Be careful with the hoch. It is slightly different. The C actually will be omitted. Have a look in the dictionary maybe if you don't know. Okay, let's go to Genitiv. Definite article. Die Atmosphäre des romantischen Sonnenuntergangs verzaubert uns. The atmosphere of the romantic sunset, that's possessive. And possessive is always being expressed in genitive case. Die Atmosphäre des romantischen. Der becomes des, and the adjective ending is again en. But now in genitive, the noun will receive an extra s, Sonnenuntergangs. That is called the genitive s. Next sentence, indefinite article. Während eines romantischen Sonnenuntergangs umarmen wir uns. Während is a genitive preposition. I hope I'm right. I think I'm right. Sorry. Yes, that's why it is genitive. Während is a genitive preposition. Während eines romantischen Sonnenuntergangs. Eines is a genitive ending for the article, en for the adjective, and the genitive s at the end of the noun. Last sentence, no article. Wegen romantischen Sonnenuntergangs bleiben wir ewig am Strand. Wegen is a genitive preposition. That's why romantischen Sonnenuntergangs is in genitive. Adjective ending en. Sonnenuntergangs. Don't forget the s at the end of the noun. Here is a homework for you. 2 sentences. The first one, die Blätter hoch, Baum sich bewegen. Write 2 sentences out of these elements. One with a definite article, one without with the indefinite article. And now I have another example for you. Dank, hoch, Baum, wir haben Schatten. Create a sentence and write a sentence without an article. Dank is a genitive preposition. That's it. That's my video. I thought I'm not going to extend it to neuter and female because it could be overwhelming. So I keep it short and I keep it precise. Again, maybe let me know if that way of intuitive learning and explaining is something that speaks to you. That would be interesting to know. And yeah, I leave it here. Ich wünsche dir einen ganz wundervollen Frühling, ein wundervolles Osterwochenende und ganz liebe Grüße. Bis bald.